feels like home. We got no plans on where we're going. The open road feels like home. We got no plans, who needs them though? The open road feels like home. We got no plans on where we go. The open road feels like home. We got no plans, who needs them though? In the shelter, all we need is love. All we need is love in the shelter. All we need is love. All we need is love. It's a beautiful day at the beach. I was losing my mind for about a week until I could call you up. I'll meet you at the waterline. Birds are flying up above. We both need a little love. Hiding a million different things, waiting for the nighttime to see what it brings. And I'm still living deep in my head. Sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Maybe tonight, baby, babe, will. Patrol me, let me go, $200 bill. Better let me sign this page in your book. Leave the town feeling like I'm some kind of crook. The border police noticed the guitar. They asked me if I was gonna be a star. Cause I'm free, spirit forever. I am free, spirit forever. I don't wanna work for anyone but me. That's my biggest plan, forever being free. It's better to spend time with someone that you love. No looking back on life, cause you're free, spirit forever. Free, spirit forever. Free, spirit forever. And I won't ever doubt myself again. I won't ever doubt myself again. I won't ever doubt myself again. And I won't ever doubt myself. I'm free, spirit forever. I'm alright.
Hello there, folks! Welcome back to another edition of Fast Facts Live. I am your host, your quizmaster of ceremonies, Dan O'Keefe, and we've moved into the 21st century. That's right. If you have an iPhone, we now have an app. What's the saying from the commercial? That's right. There's an app for that. ChartyBot's on the App Store. Now you can download ChartyBot just like you can download that fake mug of beer to drink while you're waiting for school to start in 8th grade. Speaking of someone who probably did that, Tom Hillmeyer. Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm good. That was on my iPod Touch, the second
Yes.
generation. I think it had
Yes.
16 gigs of memory, which
Mine had
is
8.
yeah, simpler times. Had no camera,
Yes.
had had a headphone
No.
jack, one of them big connectors on the bottom. Yeah,
At one point, I tried to download the IMDb Trivia app, and my iPod Touch was like, your operating system is not new enough. And I'm like, this is for IMDb Trivia. What do you need to do? Do you need to take a picture of me having fun? Apparently. I don't know. You made the app.
I
How
did.
was that?
It was harder to submit the app to the Android Google Play Store than it was to build the app.
That is why we currently do not have an app for Android phones
Well,
legally.
It's still in review. Apple
It's in
reviewed
review.
Apple reviewed the app for the App Store within 24 hours, really within 12 hours.
Mhm.
It's been at least 3 days, and I've heard nothing from Google.
Hey,
So-
it sounds like the marketing team at my company. I do it.
Sure.
This is being recorded, right? I need to send it to people.
Recorded and streamed live. I don't know if you know about that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there's several people watching.
Oh, not ideal.
I don't know if any of them are your direct superiors or your subordinates, but
I can promise you, none of them are my subordinates.
because you don't have any.
I am the salt of the earth. I am the scum of the earth. I am the gum of the earth. I have no one below me.
Dan is of the earth.
I'm kind of like a, what's it? A benign cyst on the body of my company. I'm
You're there.
I'm doing stuff.
You technically exist with resources from the company, but it doesn't actually there's no noticeable difference.
I hurt you if you touch me. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Don't mess with me, because I do have the ability to cause pain.
You'll need medical intervention to remove me from your company.
Wow,
So
you're playing with fire here.
I'm really pushing this metaphor.
You are.
Changing my LinkedIn bio, LinkedIn job description to that. A benign cyst
On
on a
the-
healthy body that is my company.
That's right below the co-honcho listing of
Co-head
creative.
honcho. It's not co-honcho. My job
thought
is
we-
not honcho.
Hold on, I put co-honcho.
I put co-head honcho.
That makes you a yep, no. You can't be co-head. You're either a head honcho or a co-honcho.
Okay, what about left arm honcho? And
Well,
your right arm honcho.
I'll happily take right arm honcho. My right arm is so much better than my left arm.
I can attest to that. I'll take that. I'll change my LinkedIn again. Why
Left
not?
arm honcho.
not?
I was actually talking to somebody, and they're like, "Hey, when's the last time you went on LinkedIn?" And I'm like, "Well, I really like my job, and I've had it for a couple of years at this point, so not often."
I went on LinkedIn recently because I had to get certified for something. And when I did, I got certified and they gave me a little badge. And they're like, you can share this on LinkedIn. So I did, and I shared it, and I was like, yay, I'm a certified something, agile something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Fancy words. And then I put, my mother would be so proud. And then my boss's boss commented, so happy you posted this, Dan. Was just talking to your mom and wondering when you would post it. And I went, Ben! She is married!
You have a fun company.
Anyway. So long as I'm still there, so long as they don't pop this cyst. You shouldn't pop a cyst, by the way. If you're thinking about doing that, go to a hospital.
I didn't even know if that was a thing that could happen. So cool.
Yeah, I mean, they're cysts. To get medical on you, it's just a pus-filled hole.
That was my nickname in high school.
I knew it. We have no rules. Video. We have rules. You have all played before, so the rules are pretty You understand them, I assume, or you've gotten
Well,
this far without knowing
There
them.
may have been. I think there might be some people here who haven't played since the new ChartyBot.
The new ChartyBot, what's different about ChartyBot is the 20 seconds to answer a question thing is kind of a real thing now, because we will prompt you when the question starts to answer it. The question will pop up in ChartyBot. And then once 20 seconds are up and I pop back on screen and move to the next question, that's it. That was your time to submit. If you didn't submit, yoinks.
The
Sorry.
screen literally changes. The question, the answer box will go away.
Yes. So you got to be fast, you got to be fact, and you have to be alive to play. Those are the 3 guiding principles of Fast Facts Live.
We should put that on a plaque and hang it behind you.
You got to be fast, you got to be fact, and you have to be alive to play.
All right, you know what? Better. Let's put on a T-shirt and make people buy it.
I think we should Photoshop the picture of Paris Hilton at a club with her shirt that says "Stop being poor," with all of those words on it.
I'll get our AI assistant on it right now.
Hey, I think I should read the team names. In no particular order, we have Initial Success or Total Failure, Tyler Kolex Podiatrist, 1 Week Till T-Day, Everybody Hates Risks, Thelma's California Cool Parents, Solo Plays Solo, and Poppy's Parents Are No Longer Living in Sin. Thank you all for being here. We're going to get started with the game. Started off with round number 1. Right now, in the home. Question number 1. In 1901, British engineer Hubert Cecil Booth and American inventor David T. Kenny both independently created what modern cleaning device, which Booth called Puffing Billy? 20 seconds. Like I said, you got to be fast, and you got to be fact, and you got to be live, because now it's time for question number 2. Number 2, a model of the early universe, known as the What universe, was named after what Sunbeam kitchen product? 20 seconds. I'm going to give you a little more time on this one because I don't think I wrote this question very clearly. What's the name of the Sunbeam kitchen product? The blank universe and the kitchen product have the same name. So, great. You all got it wrong. Question number 3. Betty Furness was one of the first TV spokespersons, hawking products and appliances from what company? Those children are going through their father's briefcase in the background. What do you think they've found? I believe it's Dad's business scotch. Question number 4. Initially released in 1947, Raytheon's radar range, which weighed 750 pounds and cost $5,000 at the time, was an early version of what appliance? 20 seconds. And question number 5. Swiss inventor Roger Paris-Jacquet created what specialized kitchen tool, which he named Bamix, a combination of the French batteur et mixer. Boy, you really wish that you paid attention in high school French class now, don't you? You being me. That is it for round number 1, Double or Nothing. If you spend way too much time researching things that you can add to your apartment kitchen, like me, I'm like, can we get a new oven? Can we get a new microwave? No. We can get a new fridge. Technically, the fridge is ours, and it sucks. We could get a new fridge, but that's really the only thing we could do. A new dishwasher? No. We'd have to pay for it. I don't want to do that.
Why do you want new appliances?
Oh, because those are old.
Oh.
I want to... So, like, new appliances, I want, like, an induction stovetop.
Sure.
And the oven, it doesn't have a broiler? It's like a up-top broiler would be nice. Yeah.
The typical person doesn't dream about buying new appliances because they're expensive and difficult logistically to deliver to your home.
To quote Paris Hilton's shirt that I mentioned before, you gotta be fast, you gotta be fact, and you gotta be alive to buy new appliances. Round number 2. Happy Steve Irwin Day. Was he born or did he die today?
Neither. One of the questions is about why it's today.
Okay. Question number 1. November 15th was selected as Steve Irwin Day because it was the birthday of one of Irwin's favorite animals, a tortoise from what island chain known for them? Okay. a bonus fact for you that Tom learned about 4 hours ago and I learned about 4 seconds ago. The animal, the tortoise, his name is Harriet. There's a series of children's books about it. Harriet the Spy. Question number 2. There are, of course, plenty of celebrations at Australia Zoo. Located in what Australian state? Bet you didn't realize there were states there. 20 seconds. I don't think that's a real picture of him standing behind that sign there, behind me, with his head, looking all head-like. Question number 3. Steve Irwin is best known for The Crocodile Hunter, a television series that ran on what channel in the United States? Unless this is spoiling a question for a future next 2 questions. What was the fact you were telling me?
Oh, this doesn't. The thing about how Wikipedia is wrong about this.
Yeah.
Wikipedia lists The Crocodile Hunter as the second longest running series on the Discovery family of networks behind Mythbusters, both of which is incorrect because Deadliest Catch still exists and Gold Rush still exists.
Yeah.
So it might
And,
be
like,
the
Ice
second
Road
longest.
Truckers.
Right. So
Right?
it might be
Yeah.
the second longest running series that has ended, but like
It's a really
Deadliest
distinct
but-
distinction.
on the Discovery family of networks, like
Also, that includes like TLC and stuff, and like
correct.
Little
I mean,
People Big World was and like 18 Kids and Counting. Now
Those
that- well,
didn't
that's
last
canceled.
12 years.
Yeah, they did.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I mean, like John and Kate plus 8 didn't last that long.
No, I don't know if
Little
their
Peo-
marriage even lasted that long.
It did not. It became Kate plus 8
That's
and
true.
John on the weekends.
Question number 4. Steve's wife Terry and their children nowadays star on a TV show named after what catchphrase of Steve's? Little People Big World is still airing. It's still going on. 17 years at this point. It can almost join the military, which we're all hoping that a television series someday does. Gomer Pyle tried it. It didn't work. Question number 5. Steve Irwin passed away while filming a documentary with Philippe Cousteau Jr., who was the grandson of the co-inventor of what device? And that is it for round number 2. Double or nothing if you are co-inventor of any device. If you are, you can call yourself either left or right arm honcho, depending on what your other honcho agrees upon. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the answers for the first 2 rounds and more questions. So don't go anywhere. Heyo, we're back. Let's go for the answers for rounds 1 and 2. Starting off with round number 1, in the home. I originally had this round titled Appliances. Are vacuum cleaners an appliance? Sound off in the comments.
Yes. I would say so. There's no comment.
I know. Question 1. In 1901, British engineer Hubert Cecil Booth and American inventor David T. Kenny both independently created a modern cleaning device, which Booth called the Puffing Billy. That's the vacuum cleaner. He invented the modern vacuum cleaner. Not the one that you like rub on the carpet and kind of pull stuff up, but the one that sucks. Question 2. A model of the early universe known as the blank universe, I could have worded that better, was named after what Sunbeam kitchen product? It was named after the Mixmaster. The Mixmaster universe. Question number 3. Betty Furness was one of TV's first spokespeople, hawking products and appliances from what company? She worked for Westinghouse. You know that old saying, Westinghouse tastes good like a cigarette should. Question number 4. Initially released in 1947, Raytheon's radar range, which weighed 750 pounds and cost $5,000, is an early version of the microwave oven. And question 5. Swiss inventor Roger Perrin-Jacquet created what specialized kitchen tool, which he nicknamed Bamix, a combination of the French battre et mixeur. Battre is actually battre et mixeur. That's the immersion blender. You know, the one that you go like this with in your soups? I was thinking about, I made soup yesterday, and I don't have an immersion blender, so I had to pour everything from a pot into the blender. It didn't go well. Round 2. Happy Steve Irwin Day. November 15th was selected as Steve Irwin Day because it was the birthday of one of Irwin's favorite animals, a tortoise from what island chain known for them? A tortoise named Harriet from the Galapagos Islands. Question 2. There are, of course, plenty of celebrations at Australia Zoo, which is located in Queensland, Australia. Hey, Tom, what's the capital of Australia?
Canberra.
Correct.
There's a planned city on the river.
Oh.
They have a, they're building a train. No, that's not. No, it's Brisbane. Brisbane's building a train under the river, and it's like the most expensive project in Australian history. Continue.
Like a tunnel through, or like it runs along the river?
Under the river.
Oh. Steve Irwin is best known for The Crocodile Hunter, a TV show that ran on what channel? It was on the Discovery family of networks, but it was Animal Planet. Question 4. Steve's wife Terry and their children nowadays star in a TV show named after what of Steve's catchphrases, which is Crikey! And question 5. Steve Irwin passed away while filming a documentary with Philippe Cousteau Jr., who is the grandson of the co-head honcho, arm honcho of what device? The co-inventor of SCUBA, which stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. We also accepted Aqualung. That's a cooler name for it, but not if you're doing an event where you just swim and bike, because that's called aquabike, and that's dumb. Let's move on to round number 3. Round number 3, it's all about sports fights. Fights in sports. Question number 1. Last night, Draymond Green, forward for what NBA team, was ejected for putting Minnesota Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert in a 15-second chokehold. 20 seconds. A long time. He was suspended for 5 games as a result of these actions that he has performed. Question number 2. In hockey, if a player records a goal, assist, and a fight in the same game, that feat is known as a what player hat trick? Hey, guess what? We've asked this question before. Do you remember the answer? I'm just gonna sit here and look at myself looking off to the distance because the camera's here and the screen is here. It would work a lot better if I put the screen on this side of the camera, because that way I'd be looking anyway. Question number 3. In the MLB, bench clearing brawls are a common occurrence when a player is thought to have broken what type of off-the-record rule? What's that word called? 20 seconds. Tom was saying I could have asked a question about Disco Demolition Night, but that wasn't really a fight between members of teams.
No, it was a fight between. It was a rage against
The
the
fans
machine.
and music.
Yeah, it was a rage against the machine.
The machine of disco. Question number 4. Probably the most famous NBA fight. The Malice at the Palace was a fight between the Indiana Pacers, Detroit Pistons, and fans at the Palace of what Michigan city? 20 seconds. Bonus fun trivia fact about the Malice at the Palace. The fight was started, the real brawl was started when a fan threw a beer on Ron Artest, who was lying on the scorer's table. The name of that fan who threw the beer, John Green. Not related to the author John Green, just a fun coincidence. Question number 5. One day after Malice at the Palace, the Clemson and South Carolina football teams had a brawl during their game. What's the nickname of the University of South Carolina sports teams? 20 seconds. Tom just told me an incredible fact that the Ole Miss walk-around mascot is a land shark named Tony the Land Shark. That's not even their mascot.
Well, it's better than what it used to be.
Aren't they the Rebels?
Yeah.
Which, yeah, they should not be Confederate soldiers as their mascot. But, like, Star Wars Rebel? Rebel Without a Cause? Just have James Dean be the mascot? More relevant than a land shark. Anyway, speaking of land sharks, that is it for round number 3. Double or Nothing if you've ever started a fight during a sports game. If you've ever played rec league basketball, you've probably been involved in one. Round number 4 ends in I. Let's learn about the letter. The letter I. Question number 1. Episode 6. Take a look at that background image, too. What's the full title of Episode 6? Tom really just threw me off the deep end with this round. Like I said before, all answers end in I. And to quote the things that Tom says into my ear, look at the damn background. And you've had time to do so. Question number 2. A group dining experience. It ends in I. What is it? I've never done this. That's not true. I have done this.
All right, hold on. I'm getting a text that answers aren't popping up. I'm gonna deactivate the. Go ahead and deactivate the trigger. So hit trigger.
I did.
Now hit it again. Okay. Let's see if that did anything. Let's see if there's an answer submitted for.
Is there one team that is not having it pop up?
Yeah.
Have you told them to maybe move where they're sitting?
It's not that team.
Maybe they're in a Wi-Fi dead
That
spot. I know.
that team's doing fine.
Maybe a different team is now sitting in a Wi-Fi dead spot.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know.
Perchance.
We can move on.
Okay, question number 3. That was way more than 20 seconds. The Scottish singer-songwriter of Someone You Loved fame. Hate that song. I've never been to Scotland. Question number 4. A pictogram successor to the emoticon. Show this sentence to somebody in like 1920 and they'll just kill you. And question number 5. The plural of a spiky plant, a specific spiky plant. Oh, I was looking down. Yeah, I don't know how long time takes. I don't know how fast time works. That's it for round number 4. Double or nothing if you end in I. If your name is Lori, that would count. If your name is Jaxi, Jaxi, interesting name. Why were you named that? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the answers and more questions, and we'll try to sell you Christmas gifts. Don't go anywhere. Ayo, we're back, and like I said, I'll try to sell you on Christmas gifts. Ain't nothing better as a perfect stocking stuffer than some merchandise from the Creative Land shop. You can get Fast Facts merch, you can get In Conclusion merch, you can get Tom's wonderful photographs printed out for you, and you can get flip-flops with my face on them at shop.wearecreativeland.com. You know what's a great gift? A mug. Are we going to do the Christmas mug again?
Sure.
Great. These are how we do our branding decisions. I ask him on air.
Dan and I don't have business meetings. You're looking
We
at
don't.
them.
Yeah, we like to make sure. Well, this way we have accountability. So anybody's like, hey, you didn't bring this up in the business meeting. No, we did. We haven't recorded. It was live. We have witnesses. We have no secret backstage meetings. No under the table handshakes. No deals. No nothing like that. Very public. Very open. Do you want to commit fraud?
Is that a
Let me turn
question
this
for
camera
me?
off. Yeah.
I thought that was a rhetorical question to the audience.
Oh, hey, do you want to commit fraud? Don't. Instead, go to shop.wearecreativeland.com and buy a mug. It's great. Other ways you can support us is by following us on social media at FastFactsLive, or you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/FastFactsLive if you want to give us money. But the best way, as always, spread the word, tell your friends, get them to play. More players, more fun. Got 8 teams right now? That's pretty good. Very happy with this turnout. The weather's getting colder. People are inside. What are they going to do? That's right. Play Fast Facts Live, the perfect wintertime soup of a trivia game. There's also a new episode of In Conclusion coming out soon where we watch Burn After Reading. Fun movie. We watched Fargo this week. Also a fun movie. So there's that. No new episode of Fast Facts next week. It is the day of Thanksgiving Eve. And I will be in Connecticut. That's it. Let's go over the answers for rounds 3 and 4. For round number 3, sports fights. Last night, Draymond Green, forward for what NBA team, was ejected for putting Minnesota Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert in a 15-second chokehold, and he was later suspended 5 games. Golden State Warriors. He's a forward for the Warriors. Question 2. In hockey, if a player records a goal and assist in a fight in the same game, that feat is known as a Gordie Howe hat trick. We're just going to keep asking this question every quarter until you all have it memorized. Question 3. In the MLB, bench-clearing brawls are a common occurrence when a player is thought to have broken what type of off-the-record rule? Although being an asshole was a good answer, the correct answer is an unwritten rule, which baseball has too many of. Question 4, probably the most famous fight, the Malice at the Palace, was a fight between the Pacers, the Pistons, and fans at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Detroit Pistons used to play their games in Auburn Hills, Michigan. And number 5, one day after Malice at the Palace, Clemson and South Carolina had a brawl during their football game. South Carolina sports team mascot, they are the Gamecocks. South Carolina Gamecocks. And ends in I, Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Question 2, group dining experience is called hibachi. The Scottish singer-songwriter of Someone You Loved fame. His name is Lewis Capaldi. And a pictogram successor to the emoticon is known as an emoji. There was a movie about it. You may have seen it. Patrick Stewart played Poop. And the plural of a spiky plant is cacti. If you said 2 eyes, we accepted that too. And let's move on to round number 5. It's our toss-up round. It could be anything. Oh, but it's this. William Jaggard's printing of 10 Shakespearean and pseudo-Shakespearean plays together in 1619 is known as the what folio? 20 seconds. I didn't realize Shakespeare was rocking that earring. Good for him. Bigger the hoop. Not finishing that one. Moving on to question number 2. Halle Berry was the Bond girl in which 007 adventure? If you didn't know who she was, I think it'd be very easy to convince somebody that Halle Berry is just a breed of fruit. Blackberry, boysenberry, Halle Berry, you know, all options. Question number 3. What is known as the primary stress hormone in humans? If you don't know this, congrats. I hope your life is calm and peaceful. Moving on to question number 4. What's the rarest blood type? We're asking not just for the letters, but also the whole part of it. 20 seconds. And question number 5. Which toy's original patented name was the Whirligig? To redeem myself, patented. The word is patented. No, patented. Say patented 10 times fast.
Patented.
See? Patented. I didn't really say it at all that time. That's it for round number 5. Double or nothing. If your original name was Whirligig, that would be a good name for like a bad alt-rock band. Hey, what's up? We're Whirligig. Here's our cover of Miserable by Lit. Now it's time for the Hail Mary question. Place your wagers. Place your bets. Now's the time. If you want to see your scores, it'll scroll through up top. Be sure to place your bets. If you want a category, it is film history. That is your category. Be sure to place your wagers. We are waiting on wagers from a few more teams. And then we'll get to it. We're just waiting on one team, I believe, unless they did place a wager, and that wager was 0. Nope. Now we're good there. Now we're good to go. Time for the question. Now owned by Comcast, Universal Studios was purchased in 1952 by what record company, who later merged with MCA in 1962? Who was the company that originally bought them? 20 seconds. Come on, you know this, you got this. You can answer the question, because I'm gonna have to move on in a second if you don't answer the question. So please, answer the question. Oh, you're so close. Thank you. And in case we have a tie, here's a tiebreaker. How many months has it been since the establishment of the modern Universal Studios studio tour? That is it for all the questions. That is it for all the answers. That's it. We're going to take one final break, and when we come back, we'll have the winner. Don't go anywhere. Yo, we're back. Let's see who won, but first let's go over the answers. For round number 5, our toss-up round, William Jaggert's printing of 10 Shakespearean and pseudo-Shakespearean plays together in 1619 is known as the False Folio. Halle Berry was the Bond girl in the 007 film Die Another Day, or in German, The Another Day. What's known as the primary stress hormone in humans? Why, that's cortisol, baby. It's the rarest blood type in humans. It's AB negative. And question 5, which toy's original patented name was the Whirligig? That is the the yo-yo. And our Hail Mary question, no one got this one. Now owned by Comcast, Universal Studios was purchased in 1952 by what record company, who later merged with MCA in 1962? It was bought by Decca, which stands for Duh, Everyone Can Circle Around. I don't know. And there was no tie, but how many months has it been since the establishment of the Modern Studio Tour? That was 711 months ago. Good for them. That's all the questions, that's all the answers. Now let's go over the scores and see who came in first and second and third and all of that. So first off, the team that came in 8th place with 0 points, got. They did have 10, and then they bet it all on the Hail Mary. I love the confidence. In 7th place with 2 points, Thelma's California Cool Parents. In 6th place with 3 points, Poppy's Parents Are No Longer Living in Sin. In 5th with 6 points, Initial Success or Total Failure, or Secret Third Option, ended up right in the middle. In 4th with 8 points, Solo Plays Solo. In 3rd with 12, 1 Week Till T-Day. In 2nd place with 21 points, Tyler Kolek's Podiatrist, which means in 1st place with 22 points, winning by 1 point, Everybody Hates Riss. Congratulations on winning this week's edition of Fast Facts Live. Since you won, you get to pick between either a Creative Land Shop gift card, an Amazon gift card, or the official cup of Champiosity. You know which one you want. You want the cup. Thank you all for playing this week. A very special thank you to our patrons, and the biggest thank you of all to Tom for producing the show.
Thank you for hosting. Hit the button
You're
one more
welcome.
time. Do what the button says, Dan. Hit the button one more time.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It says, hit me one more time, Daddy.
Mm-hmm. I thought I made that that button, labeled correctly, that you would remember to hit it every time. But I also knew that this would be a problem.
I don't like being called Daddy, and I don't like pleasing people who call me Daddy. I refuse to, as I walk past people.
I'll come up with
in
a different name
stores.
for next week.
Say fine gentleman. Large-mouthed bass. I'll take that.
I'm
Hit me one
definitely
more
using
time, you
largemouth
largemouth
bass. I'm definitely doing that.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope it is safe and you are around people you love. As I said, very thankful for all of you. And we will be back after Thanksgiving. So in the meantime, stay safe and have fun. Bye-bye.